Kelabit group, and this is our week 3. We're going to present about Kelabit's local norms, taboo, and education. I'm Kalista.
I'm Cynthia Christabel.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Wijaya.
Hello, I'm Sherly Marcella.
Hello, my name is John Hermawan Wijaya.
Hello, my name is Marco Vincentius Yogi Pranajaya.
Hi, I'm Yandi Tantori.
Now I'm gonna talk about school in Kelabit. The first school in the Highland was opened in the 1946 by the Tom Harrison, a former British soldier who lived with the Kelabit for 2 years after the Second World War. There were only 46 students in the school when it first started. A few other schools were opened later on to cater to the needs of the Kelabit who were coming to see the importance of formal education. Both sons and daughters were encouraged to go to school. Some schools had walked to 5 to 7 days through the thick rainforest to get to the nearest school. Access to further education is one of the main reasons why many young people have migrated to urban area. There are 2 schools in Barrio. The Barrio Primary School, Standard 1 to Standard 6, and Lower Secondary School, Form 1 to Form 3.
Now I'm gonna talk about literacy rate in Kelabit. The literacy rate among the Kelabits is quite high, particularly amongst the youngest generation. Many of them have at least obtained a Malaysia's Education Certificate or Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, SPM. Of 5,000 Kelabit, about 150 have obtained university degrees, locally and from abroad. Many others have attended professional courses and working with governmental and private sector across the country. In other words, the Kelabit, considering the difficult terrain of the highland and having to leave home as soon as they go to school, have been very successful in their quest for formal education. Many have had to leave their home at the age of 6 or 7 to attend boarding school.
Parent role in education. Kelabit parents have played a crucial role in promoting formal education for their children. They saw school and education as the means to improve their children's future and social condition. As a result, many highly educated Kelabit would attribute their success to encouragement of their parents.
One of the most popular taboo of Kelabit is when a newlywed couple saw of a civet or other such animal on the way or in their farm. They must separate and divorce another one if a snake, rabuan, civet, or other such animal is found while farming. Even though the farm was halfway completed. During the old days, the must abandon the course immediately was a newborn who have to be abandoned and left to die.
Now I'm going to talk about the taboo in marriage. The day of their marriage, both of them need to bury at their own house. The grooms needs to cut their hair. Both of them needs to take a bath with a water that contains a few slices of lemon that have been spelled for a good reason. After that, the bride and the groom will wear their beautiful wedding dress in their respective houses. The bride will be wearing the wedding dress that have been given by the groom, which are called salin tiga dress. Because they have been bathed with the spiritual lemon water, there are a few orders that must be followed by both of them. In a duration of 3 days, they are not allowed to leave their village because they might be disturbed by the evil spirit. In a duration of 7 days, also they are not allowed to leave their village for the same reason.
Now I'm going to explain about taboo in birth. So the first one, when the wife is pregnant, there are a few things that both of the parents must not to do to protect the baby and get a healthy babies.
For the pregnant woman, they can't get close to animals that they believe can harm the baby, such as tortoise, monkeys, and snakes. The father's family members are also not allowed to do some installing or nailing any part in the house. They are not allowed to be near to deaf people too. And lastly, they are not allowed to eat venison, pork, and partridge meat.
The next one is taboo in death. So when there is a person which died in a village, all of the members of the village will gather around the house of the person who had died and stop their work because they are afraid that the spirit of the person will get angry to the other villagers. And then the second one, the body will be buried the next day. So at night, all the villagers will stand guard at the house of the person who died until the morning to make sure that the bad spirit will not bother the dead person. The third one is the flame will be lit around the house to chase away any bad spirit that caused the death of the person. And the last one is the children will be given any talisman by smudging charcoal on both of their eyebrows, on both of their soul. Again, taboos have no reason to be done because it's their own belief to the supernatural powers.
So next is using the right hand. Well, in public or a group of several people, use your right hand to receive or take things. The right hand is seen as the more polite hand because there is notion that the left hand is used only for the bathroom purpose. So next is about greeting and respect. Malays greet each other with salam, in which two individuals each extend both arms, hands, and guard both their hands somewhat like a double handshake. And they also show the respect toward the elder, and they also don't cross the legs in front of the older people and don't step over someone with the crossed leg who is sitting down.
Pointing something or someone. When you want to point at things, try to use an open hand or your right thumb. You can still use the index finger since it might be easier, but try not to turn it into a habit. Pointing at things using your index finger is a rude thing, especially when you are pointing at someone in public. Social norms. Kelabit people are still conservative and value modesty. In terms of clothing, the social norms would be to wear something that is not too revealing.
That's all our presentation, so
Don't forget
to subscribe, like,
Comment.
Down
below.
Thank you! Bye!